All right, friends. Hey, how are you? I hope you guys are doing well this evening. I know it's been a long time since we've done a Subscriber Sunday. For those of you who are new, I tried to put a quick description down in the, what do you call it? Description. I guess that's what it is. It's called the description. I guess that's all it's called. It's the description. So, anyway, so Subscriber Sunday is, I see too much of this stuff like all over YouTube, especially with Bigfoot. Like there's a topic which is fine, or there's a guest which is fine, and or there's just something going on always, or where the subscriber doesn't get enough attention. You know what I mean? They just don't. Whether they don't, the person doesn't read the comments or whatever. So this is like I'm usually out in the woods, running and gunning, videoing, post, whatever. I respond to comments as much as I can. I don't like when I see a channel where they never respond to the people in the comments. Like it's just to me, it's almost disrespectful, I think. So hello, my love. I will give you guys shout outs in a second. I have somebody here. Um, I want to give this guy a little bit of credit, and I want you guys to know where to go and who it is. You guys know I like to build people up, especially when they deserve it and they're working really hard. So we're gonna pull him in for a little bit, let him introduce himself to you guys, and where to go and where to find him, and we could show some support because that's what we should be doing, right? Not trashing each other. And this guy's awesome. I really think you guys are gonna like him. So let's go back to the to the beginning. DHP, my brother, good to see you. Always good to see you, my friend. Scotty B, my brother. Jimbo, good to see you, my friend. Kai, good to see you. Infinite Reality, you are not. I saw your comment. You're not shadow banned here. I see you. I see what you're saying when you're commenting and stuff. So, people do get. It does happen here a lot, honestly. Like a lot. Sometimes I just block people. But boom, and we are live. I miss when Carrie says it. I really do. Carrie was. Cans, good to see you. There he is, Bigfoot Anon, the legend. All right, my friend. So, we'll dive into everything, whatever. I want to pull this guy up. I don't want to make him wait around. He just finished the show a little while ago. So I'm going to bring him up, and then we'll dive into everything. Cool. All right, awesome. Think I did it right.
Mike, how's it going?
Okay, cool. All right. What's up, brother? How are you?
Dude, thank you for having me on, man. Dude, you got the crew in the chat, and you got Bigfoot Anon in there, so you know it's a party. So
yeah. That guy's a legend, man. He's,
dude.
When I look at his body of work, like it's so impressive. And like if he stopped right now, like he would go down in the Hall of Fame. But like
Oh, for sure.
to think of where he is, like age wise, like it's I can't even fathom where he's gonna be when he's all said and done.
Connor,
You know what I mean?
If Connor keeps pushing, dude, the sky's the limit for sure. I'm just saying. So
that's without a doubt.
But Mike, I'm a big fan of yours ever since you came on the show. Called in that one time, and you're talking about the rake and like Bubba the Bigfoot. Dude, that's one of the best stories I've had on Strange Stories so far, man. So hats off to you.
Yeah, I don't like to talk about it, but it is when the topic is strange stories, like definitely it's one of the stranger ones. So but let's dive into that real quick. So unidentified S4, good to see you, brother. So let's dive into that real quick. Strange Stories is your show. Now let's talk about it, because I want people to go there and find you, because YouTube does not help us, like, as like, I know
Oh
people always
yeah,
talk about the algorithm and how to play it and this and that, but it really doesn't work that well. So I when I see somebody good doing something really, putting in the work, putting it, like, and deserving of it, I will try to build them up any way I can. So
I
that's
appreciate
why I
that.
invited you here quick, hang out and kind of show people who you are and where to go. So if you want to just kind of plug yourself,
Yeah,
whatever.
for sure, man. For sure. Thank you for giving me that opportunity. So I'm Jeremiah from Bigfoot Society, but on YouTube, I've started a once weekly show where it's like old school Art Bell AM
Mhm.
radio, where you can call in. So I have a phone number, a Google Voice phone number. Share your story. Can be it can be scary, creepy, unknown stuff that's happened to you, UFOs, aliens, Bigfoot. I have all sorts of people call in, people like Mike call in, Steve Stockton, and I talk to all sorts and it's people that haven't shared their story anywhere else.
Yeah.
So uh, do me a favor, follow Bigfoot Society, follow my channel. And next Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'll be going again. If you've got a crazy story, and it'll be live on YouTube and recorded for a Bigfoot Society podcast. If you're cool with that, call on in, share your story. It's a environment where it's respectful.
Mhm.
People got your back, and we're not making fun of you. And people are sharing their story for the first time, left and right, and it's so cool.
It really is cool. I think it's a there's a comfort level there too. You don't have to show your face.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yep.
mean? And they don't have to like type it out and like worry about it. Like they can call in anonymously, if they want to. Like some people use their
Yeah.
name, but
Oh,
you could
totally.
just, yeah, you could just call in and kind of just be, and just kind of get it out. And it's so healthy to get out. And I know a lot of people here have stories, and I know a lot of people do. I know a lot of you guys are behind the scenes, and you hang back, and I have somebody probably once every month, probably, and they'll say, "Hey, Mike, I've been here since the beginning, and
Mm.
like, I just want to say great job." And I'm like, whoa, like, and like it's like I'm meeting them for the first time, but they've been
Yeah.
there the whole time, and it's very cool. Like it's very motivating to me. And anyway, I love how you say like the Art Bell style, because that's exactly what it is. It's like
I
I,
appreciate that.
you're gonna like I don't want to like sound corny, but you're or make you sound like you're not like, and at a certain point, but you're going to be huge at one point. Like it's going to get huge. Like I truly, truly believe that you have the ability to make this a really, really big, big thing, and not like because you need it to be big or you want it to, but it's going to catch
It'll
really,
happen.
it's going to catch fire. Yeah, it's going to catch fire.
Mike, can I tell you something? So I've been doing my podcast, Bigfoot Society, for like since 2019, and I've gotten feedback on that 4 or 5 times that people really liked it. This show that I do live on YouTube, the call-in show, which I'm only 20 episodes in,
Right.
I've had 20, 30 people already that are like, this is important what you're doing. You need to keep doing it. It's gonna get huge. It's not just you that's saying it. It's like it's blowing my mind the amount of people that are like, "This is incredible, like, you need to keep doing it."
I
So,
I know at this
yeah,
point, at this point, it's probably like, like you're filling a little bit of space here and there in between calls. But I'm in my mind, I'm like, man, that's not gonna go on forever. Like it's
yeah.
gonna be like a busy call. You know what I mean? To the
Oh,
point where
totally,
like
yeah.
where it's just gonna be like people hanging there, and you don't have enough time for everyone. Like
I know it.
it's in the ground. It's in the ground stages, but I really see it going far, and especially the fact that you do like guests as well, right?
So, that's actually, that's something I just, started for the first time tonight. 'Cause I used to just play it to fate, but I was like, "Man, I gotta have someone ready to go just in case. Gotta have my, like, ace in the hole," right? And that ended up, playing really well, so I'm probably gonna do that from now on, try to get someone like, "Hey, call on in," and, but most of the time, it's just whoever wants to call in, and we leave it to fate, and some of those stories are just magical.
Yeah.
It's just
Yep.
wild.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to catch more than I do. Now that you have like one, because you were doing a lot. You were doing way more than
It
one a
was
week.
too much. It was
Yeah,
too
I
much.
mean, I
Yeah,
every time I looked, it was like Bigfoot sight, and I'm like,
too much.
yeah, I was like, oh, I'm like, maybe it was too much, but yeah, it makes it a little. That's a good time slot that you got there. I think what is it, Sunday at
So I moved it to Sunday so that it's like before people head to work, they can get their last part of the week. But I did it 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time because I was missing out on the East Coast crowd, and now the East Coast can hang out with me because I'm Central Standard, and that's not too late for
Gotcha.
them, you know.
Yeah, gotcha.
So
Cosmic Neighbors, Ron, thank you, bro.
rock on, dude.
Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much. He's the real king of Queens. That's what I always tell him. I always say he's the real king of Queens, so he's joking with me probably. But thank you, Ron. That goes it goes a long way, brother. Thank you. Um,
But
great
Mike,
channel.
I don't wanna I wanna put the focus back on your chat because this is what's all it's about.
Respect.
Thank you
Thank
so much for bringing me on, and we'll be in touch,
you.
and
Yes,
let's get the focus back on the chat. It's Sub
absolutely,
Sunday.
bro. Reach out anytime, man. I'll
You
talk to you
got it.
soon. So, guys, that's that you know, if you guys can go there, you don't have to necessarily be somebody who's going to call in, but if you can go and hop in there and support this young man, he's doing something really special. He's connecting with the experiencer, with the person who had the sighting, uh, and I think it's a really really special thing. So I wanted to bring him in real quick. I'm glad that he was able to hop on for a minute. I really am. Um, Patrick. Oh wait, where is he? He's somebody new came in. Patrick Noble, good to see you, my friend. Uh, Jeremiah, I see you text me. I use my phone for this stuff because I don't know. I will read it after. No disrespect. I think if I answer it, I don't know. It'll take me out of here. Um, very cool. Subscribe. Awesome. Thank you, Campo with Sasquatch. Good to see you. Campo with Sasquatch. I'm so sorry if I haven't given you a shout out yet. My mind takes it takes a while to boot, but Camping Sasquatch has an actual channel with actual footage, boots on the ground stuff. I mean, it was fun to be in the backseat. You know what I mean? It's really fun to be in the backseat for something similar to what I'm doing out there. Boots on the ground, just walking through the woods, checking stuff out. Obviously, Cans is here somewhere. I saw Cans. Cans does the same thing. Cosmic Neighbors and Unidentified S4 are here. Awesome, awesome friends. Great guys. UFO channels. I just posted that UFO video. I don't know what it is. Uh, they were stationary. They were sitting there for a while. There was planes going in and out all around them, but those were just up there. I don't know what they are. Um, I had a fix on them for a little while before I was able to get the camera on them. So they were up there for probably, I mean, at least from what I saw. So my view only happened as soon as I passed the Whitestone Bridge. I took the other bridge and then got on the Cross Island, but I had to pass that bridge to be able to get that open area over the bay, and then I could see them back over that way. So what's the easiest way to connect TP? Oh, to your guys. Second, first, second time chat works. I don't have YouTube app. I'm not sure I understand. Yeah. Oh, look at this guy. Man, thank you guys. I mean, unidentified as for you're a legend, brother. I appreciate you. You guys don't have to donate, but I want to just say thank you to anybody. Uh, I don't care how much it is. Your time and your money are so valuable. You work hard for that. I appreciate anybody who donates either your time, or come out of your pocket. It goes such a long way with me. Both things do. So thank you so much. Um, Well, you know, they both say it too all the time. It's not required, but it's so appreciated. I love this stuff. Cool. I mean, this goes any way you guys want it to go. Um, that's what this is about. It goes any way you want it to go, and that's I really respect Jeremiah for, like, you know, we spoke. I mean, very briefly, but that was probably one of the things I said was, "Hey, it's Subscriber Sunday." Like, it's the one time I let things go, you know, so the subscriber gets to feel like they have a say in what's going on, and there's no narrative and this and that. Um, Sometimes I go on tangents. It's natural, but I try to be conscious of it and bring myself back. Yeah, they were bright. I wished like I wasn't where I was, but at the same time, if I wasn't where I was, I wouldn't have seen them at all or been able to video them at all. But if I wasn't where I was, like I was in the left lane hitting pothole, if not pothole, but the sewers, like so when you're in the left lane on some of these roads, the left lane has like every, I don't know, 10 yards of sewer, and it's like da-doom, 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 and the faster you're going, and you gotta go fast. It's so annoying. If there's another dam, or Boyd, it's been a while, man. Good to see you. I really like the anonymous. Like that's one of the things I always recognize about you is the anonymous mask. Oh. Unidentified S4 is trying to show me up. I don't think that's what he was doing. Uh, these guys are great. Shit, look at this. Huh? Which one? Oh, UFO vid. Did you think it was one craft or more? I saw three. There was one thing that looked like it might have been something, but um, I don't know. But the three were huge. I think I saw three for sure. This is what I was looking at. Just beat Ron, and Ron says underneath it, "You win." Thank you guys. That's probably more than I'll make all month off YouTube. So it really goes a long way with me, like more so than you can imagine. Thank you, fellas. I appreciate that. It's not a requirement, but it's very appreciated. Thank you, fellas. And again, Ron and Anthony, they're like brothers to me, but they are like brothers to they bicker back and forth, and this is this is just a small slice of their relationship. Yes, they can be the way to find answers. Yeah, some people just go on tangents because they like to hear themselves speak. I don't like to be one of those people. Um, I like to only get on here like when I have something to talk about, or you know, oh shit, me, oh my god, stop. You guys don't. I don't even know what to do. Thank you guys, man. I really don't even know what to say at this point. Thank you, fellas. Really, really, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, now you're dead. JCL, great to see you. Really good to see you. I'm so glad a lot of people have showed up for this. I thought it was gonna be crickets because it's been a while since I've done a live with you, and I apologize. The only thing I can say is that we do have, you know, I put family first. I have to, like, it's the most important thing ever, right? You know, I I love squatching. I love Bigfoot. I love the topic. It's not just something I do here and there. You know, some people it's a hobby. It's not that for me. It's part of my life. It's inserted into my life. But I like that it's a part of, you know, something that we can, you know, share, and that's why I bring you guys from the minute I step in the woods to the minute I get out. And sometimes I'll hit the pause button or whatever, and now I know how to like turn it off and start and second those together. So it's great because I could take a few minutes out there by myself and do my connection with them on a personal level, and then keep you guys for the whole journey. And it's been great. It's been really, really great. So I can balance. I've learned to balance it a lot better. Yeah, bickering super chats. I know, right? uh, have you ever asked Bub about UFOs or other phenomena? I'm sure they know a lot about this stuff. Yeah, I've finally gotten to a point. So here's it's because you brought it up. We'll talk about it. Um, I'm getting to a point. I just realized that I've been talking to you guys about how up till now I've been talking to you guys about how pretty much like I just kind of get a lesson and that's what they teach me, right? And it's been kind of radio silence for a while. So I tried to ask why, and I got a response right away. And then I tried to ask about something else, and I got a response very, very quickly. I've been getting responses very, very quickly, and I'm like, wow, this is different. This is very different. It's almost like in the beginning, before the lesson started. Coming to find out that that's what's happening now. Like there is no lesson. So right now it's just I'm in a free zone. I don't know if that lasts forever, or if the lessons are over or what, but I'm in like a free zone right now, like an in between, if you will, where I have a very, very direct connection. So I haven't asked him specifically about that. he's wanting me to do this thing with Janus a lot, the conversing with him, and it's a little different. It's a little different. He doesn't feel like it's not that he's different, but he's the son of like the guy who's like my brother, the Sasquatch. That's like my brother. He's the son of him, you know. But at the same time, he's more advanced than I am already, and he's like, in our time, he's like 2 years old. So it's just weird. But it's not like our time isn't the same. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. It's just I'm gonna give you a pass this time, Ron, because you live in NYC. Yes, thank you guys. Really, I mean, I really I can't thank you guys enough. I love you too, brother. Seriously, it goes so far, especially this time of year. I don't even think I'll get that. It's weird. You guys know how it works probably, but I don't even think I'll get these until like January. Like it's so weird. It's so weird. Anyway, yeah, they're not gonna answer you because I got rid of them because that shit was weird. It doesn't matter. It was something that was something said. So as soon as I seen it, I got rid of it. So it doesn't matter. I don't like to give it attention. Hey, Mike, I know I have been saying it weeks, but I should come up this week and help you with your cameras. I'll hit you up on Facebook. Okay, yeah, let me know. Well, this week, I'm kind of slammed at the house, and then I gotta go back up. So, but whatever. I mean, we'll talk about it either way. We'll figure it out. We'll definitely figure it out. Yeah, I don't know what the hell he said. Something about blushing, making me blush or something stupid. I don't know. I don't like to give it attention. When I see something stupid, I just get rid of it. That's good. It was one too many. It is what it is. I don't know what this banners thing is. This is an example of a banner. Click. Okay, I don't know what that means. So anyway, Ron's been airing, what is it, Artemis? You've been doing it live. You've been doing the Artemis thing live, like pretty much every, I don't know how you're tracking it as much as you are. But again, like, I don't follow like things like that. I don't have regular TV as well, so I don't have the ability to like follow stuff like that. Anyway, yeah, I follow it on Ron's channel, and he does all the space launches and all that kind of stuff. It's awesome. Even the trolls. Rob Jones, are you following Randy's property in northern Minnesota? No, I don't personally. Some someone was just talking to me about, who is it? I can't think of who it was, but maybe they had them on. Maybe they had Randy on recently or something. Uh, oh, I know what it was. It was Bobby Dizzle. It was Bobby Dizzle. I think he brought up Randy's place in Minnesota. I don't know him personally, nor do I follow him, but um, Bobby told me that it's really interesting stuff. So I have been meaning to check it out, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Does he mean BMR? I don't. Maybe. No, I don't. No, that's Michigan. Bigfoot, Michigan. Yeah, yeah. Rob's in Michigan. That hump Ron steals all my ideas. You guys are the best. Again, guys, I'll just hang out. Let me know which way you want it to go. I think it was Bobby. Yeah, probably so. Scotty, yeah. Well, you know what, Scotty, you keep better track of me than I do, so thank you. Is Randy the guy who had experience when he was young? I don't know. Yeah, Bobby Dizzle and biologist Wild Trees. Yes, okay, yeah. So they did a grave interview. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, I don't know if he was the one show before the one I did with him, or no, it couldn't have been. I don't know. Well, anyway, I've been meaning to get to it though. Sounds very interesting. I like when the people have the home visits on their property and stuff, because that's something I could totally relate to. And then I like when it's not someone who like, uh, yeah, they are good guys, very good guys. Um, I like when people have the activity on the property and stuff, but they don't immediately want it to go away or chase it away, or uh, for someone like me who goes into their house every single day, I can't be like, oh, you can't come here. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of response would that, be, or result in? I'm pretty sure if I gave them a negative welcoming, or an unwelcoming, that they would not respond well to me in the field. Furthermore, but that's just my take on it. I mean, they used to be very, in the beginning, they were like stupid playful, uh, doing stuff to get the dog outside. That's the way they get me outside all the time, is they make noise that the dog can hear, and nobody else can hear it, but the dog knows they're out there. And then I mean, it's to the point where he goes nuts. Like, I mean, it looks like a fiend, like trying to get out the door. Like he'll scratch at it. Like, oh, he just gets so out of character until I let him outside, and then like he's fine. And yeah. So anyway, but they used to slap the windows and be loud and all sorts of crap. And then it was the one example I always use is like I would be like, oh, that's nothing. Like the window would get hit, like, or they'd be tapping on the window, like, I'd be like, oh, it's nothing. And then it would be like this window and that window at the same time. Or like I'd be like, oh, it's nothing. It's just coincidence. And then like they'd both get slapped at the same time. Like it was nuts. There's quite a few stories like that. Yeah. I mean, I can't promise anything, but I can get you probably I really think your energy. Um, you too. Oh boy, good to see you, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. Funny's just said that I believe Sasquatch will respond to certain frequencies that humans can't hear. Absolutely. I mean, we'll dive into all that stuff another time, but the that's wild. It's just something out there just now. But like I don't even know what sound that was. Like I've never even heard it before, unless I don't know. Could have been the garbage pails. Johnny Half, good to see you. Ryan, good to see you. Mike, I'm going to bring an SDR radio out with us so we can hear scam frequencies. If we can, if we see or hear something, see if any activity on the airwaves. Okay, that's cool. That's interesting, actually. That's a really interesting idea. Um, yeah, that's really interesting. All about that time, and yeah. Okay. So not that I don't think like a location matters, but um, you'll see a lot of times people go to the same spot over and over and over again. And I did that for a while. I did it for a while because it was important to me because it was new to me. And I'd put the thing down and I'd have to see that they took it or see how it happened or what happened or what changes happened and da 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 da. But I was mostly doing that because that's what what I thought I was supposed to do. Repeat, 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 and do the same thing over again. But then I started to branch out. And so a lot of people just have a few locations. I like to go somewhere new as often as possible. I love the new area. I love inspecting the new area, feeling the new area as energy and seeing different things and experiencing different things. And one thing I've noticed is the activity follows wherever. So it can't be all about location. It can't be. Sometimes I think, yeah, there's like a portal or whatever, and people get comfortable going there because they know that's there. But that stuff is everywhere and all over the place. It's just a matter of like we were just talking about frequency, vibrating at a certain frequency to receive those things and to notice those things and to harness those things and to receive them, to put it out different. You know what I mean? It's all. I know it sounds so silly. Like it sounds like really like yoga teachers, like teachers or whatever. Like, but like it is. It's about your energy and like how you put it out and how you. It's so weird. Like I've adapted myself to be like to take my Reiki. I've adapted it to. So it's almost like meditation, but it's not. Like I've adapted my Reiki to like while I'm walking through the woods and to connect to the Sasquatch with it. So like I've kind of taken things I've learned from different areas and then adapted it into one thing, and it works for me. Steve Isdall has said in recent months he's curious about mind speak. and wants to experience it, to ask some questions. Nice to see he's more open-minded than before. He wanted nothing to do with Bigfoot. Oh, that's cool. That's huge. That is good to know. That's the biggest step towards it is to he could tell us, but he has to tell them. He has to tell them, and if he has their trust, which I'm sure he does, like he's always out there. They know who he is. They know exactly who he is. They know who we are better than we know who we are. So, um, maybe if he could just, I know he always carries weapons, but uh, I don't know if that makes a difference or not. If they trust you, I don't think the weapon should make a difference because they kind of know what you'll do with it. Yeah, right. They are everywhere. You're right. Yep. I had close encounters for 2.5 years, and I believe they sensed my stress with it all due to do I trust them? And they have backed off completely. Now I miss them. Yeah, it kind of gets a little tough. You know, it does definitely gets a little tough. They may have backed off because they feel that that's what's best for you. Um, they will. So again, it's coming from me, in my opinion, from my experience, and from talking to other people. They will cater to you and your uh, what you need to an extent. Um, they don't mess with me at night. They know it scares me, and it's not because they are scary. Because it's the same thing. They are the same thing in the dark that they are in the daytime, but it's just something about my head and the way I perceive things. So they don't really mess with me at night. They approach me in the daytime. Like they might not approach me in full figure because it's intimidating, and not because they're intimidating, just because of the way my mind is set. I know they're not like when I'm logically sitting like this, thinking it through, whatever, like it's fine. But like in that moment when you're staring at a 10-foot, 1,000-pounder, you start to lose your composure really, really quick, like really quick. I don't even think there's a thought. I think it's just full blown reaction. I don't think you get to think about anything. Maybe some people do. I don't know, but I thought I was a cool character. I really did. Freaking soldier, like I thought I was able to handle things, but not that. Not at that close range at that particular time. Now it's a little different for me. One of the big things I do is I close my eyes, and I know that sounds stupid. Like to some people, they're probably saying like, "How could you shut your eyes and be more comfortable?" I'm not to explain that. It just kind of is. Grandpa's seen him, and his dad, and his grandpa too, and his family and friends too. Oh, that's cool. Oh, you're in Alaska, right? Right. Yeah, I'm sure they're just. That's it's the best place for him. Run was outstanding. Oh, all right, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you for everything. They were in my backyard on an abandoned 700 acres owned by a Boy Scout camp. Wow. Nice. Nice. They think they watch out for Steve. Yes, they watch out for all of us. We'd all be, yeah, they watch out for all of us. Absolutely. Especially, if he's out there by himself all the time in the middle of the wilderness, and there's got to be a lot of occasions where he's out there after dark or overnight or maybe multiple nights, they definitely have his back. I don't think we make it this far by chance. Not when we're out in the wilderness full time. I mean, to an extent, we could be very expertise and very good at everything, but there's a lot of things. Some of us know there's a lot of things walking around out there. Hilton, welcome. Kiwi, you got a Kiwi up there, and you said good day. Are you Australian or New Zealand? Sorry, I've cracked screen. I do too. So good. Oh, Cosmic Neighbors, thank you, brother. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you for being here, Ron. Like, seriously, and the super chats, you and Anthony, the little back and forth. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Me and my cousin, we heard them and felt them running in my backyard. Also, we both live in Alaska. It was 8 years ago, and then I went back there again I was extremely sick, alone, and my grandpa and his family, and their encounters were in Michigan. Yeah, Michigan. I mean, again, I don't know if location really matters, but some of these, I think these northern states, I don't know why the sightings seem to be more frequent. Maybe not like Florida. Maybe Florida has a lot and stuff like that, but I don't know. It's weird to me that the BFRO and stuff have zero, zero on Long Island, like zero. Uh, like I've looked into it, and there's multiple other people out here doing the same thing I'm doing. Um, there's been other people before me. Um, there's many people that have had sightings. There's so many documented. Camp Hero out even west of me. There's a few that made the papers. How could it make the papers and then but they don't pick up on it? That's just like I don't. I can't fathom it. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't have a. So I'll tell you right now. I reached out to the regional. I guess it was but it's going way back to the regional one when I had my encounter, and they waved me off. Waved me off like it was. What they did was looked into their database and saw zero over there, and they didn't want to travel out as far as I was. That was basically what it boiled down to. They didn't want to travel out as far as I was. When they realized how far out they would have to drive. That was one of the things that they stated. Anyway, then they came back to me later when I started to put out videos and evidence, if you will. Uh, it was a phone call, I think, in which I had the privilege of laughing and hitting the hang up button. I wish I had the old school phone where you used to hang up on people when you're pissed off and you could, slam it down. Like you get the people on the other end would hear that, like, they knew you were mad. The payphone, clink. New Zealand Kiwi, cool. Big fellas are supposed to be here in New Zealand, but only heard of one encounter. Hilton, they are all over the place out there, man. Yeah, I can't. So the best guy I can direct you to is Mountain of Entities. Um, Mountain of Entities, and his other Mark Koppel is his name. But there's a lot of guys out there. You know, Dark Side Hooligan used to hang out here. He has so many issues with YouTube. Um, Aoteo or Cryptids hangs out here. He's got a lot of stuff going on, but I know a few people that are behind the scenes that I can't really speak about their information, but they have a lot of they got a lot of experiences, but they got a lot of stuff that could show you. So one thing I was told too is the Maori, or however you say it, those tribesmen of New Zealand. They learned a lot from back in the day. They had so this is just something I was told. I don't know if it's true or not, but that they learned all like their dance that they do before they go to battle or whatever, they learned a lot of that from the Sasquatch, from the wild man, the New Zealand wild man. Back way back, they had done battle with them, and Sasquatch were at the end of battle. Sasquatch, the wild men, the Sasquatch were keeping their dead and eating them, and like doing savage things to them. Eventually, they called a ceasefire and stopped fighting, but they learned a lot from what they were doing to instill fear in them, and they used it to instill fear in other men. Uh, and take it or leave it, it's just something that I was told. Uh, I don't know if you'll find that in history books, but something I was told by a local medicine man. Danny, good to see you, my friend. Danny, I have a friend who's curious about some WWE collectibles. I think it was WWF back then in 2000. Uh, I think they are chairs, ringside chairs to the 2000 WrestleMania. Um, just curious. I don't know if you'd have any idea about anything like that. I know you're like a wrestling memorabilia like guru. Toby, great to see you, my friend. All right, friends, we're gonna hang out for like another 5-7 minutes, give or take. Um, the hour went by quick. We will reconvene again soon. I want to thank all of you for your time. It's just, it's super chats are great too. I appreciate that, guys, but your time is very, very valuable, and I appreciate that you spent it here. Really, really do. It goes a long way with me. Every time somebody clicks the video and watches, and like people like Scotty, a few of you guys, like I've heard you guys say it. Like I've seen every one of your videos. I don't even know how that's possible, but I appreciate it. Like more than you can imagine. I believe they will return soon. Your first sentence is absolutely spot on. I don't know when it's going to be, but it's going to be soon. Whether it's 5, 10, 15, 20, I don't know, but I'm not that old of a man in the vision eye, so my hair is grayer, but they were showing me that they were capable of the woo factor, and they were never scary but powerful. Yeah, yeah. I always say it too, like Anubis, like when I bring up Anubis or Anubis or whatever, um, he was viewed as a god. So like, was he a dog man? Basically, like a werewolf, a dog man, a rougarou, however you want to categorize it. But was he just that? But because of his powers and the way he was and the way he was showing himself to people, was he perceived as like a godlike creature? That's what I kind of wonder. If you look up subarctic Alaska, Sasquatch is my cousin Fred and Meek. Subarctic Alaska. It's my cousin Fred. Make sure you watch some of his videos. Mostly. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Wait a minute. Holy shit. Hold on. I see something up here now. Keep up the great work. Subscribers Sunday is back. Thank you, Jimbo. I didn't catch up to that yet. Thank you, bro. Thank you, guys. All of you who have donated. I can't even emphasize um, how grateful we are as you know. It's not just me. Like it's my whole family. Like that's how I think about every dollar. It goes such a long way. And I like to put this kind of stuff back into the channel and get things like I was actually talking to Jimbo earlier, and I got like a drone, and that's what Ron was talking about coming to help me. I took the donations from recent. I got a little drone. It's not the greatest one, but it's better than the last one that I got screwed with. But I don't know how to use it. I got a game camera. These are just things like I wanted to get to like better the channel and better like some things that I can add together. And maybe we'll leave our gifts in front of a game camera next time. So like it's not just like, oh, we gifted and we left. Like we'll be able to watch it over time and stuff and let them know rightfully so that it's there. But just curious, just curious. I wouldn't think a chair from the event would be worth that much unless Hulk Hogan wrapped around Undertaker's head. Okay. All right. Thank you, brother. See, I thank you. I appreciate your feedback though. Thank you, brother. How close physically have you been to Bubba James? I know since they mind speak, no need to be right in front of communicate like humans, but I'm curious about why they're always far from you in vid. Okay, so they don't come right up to me on video. You're right. They're not usually that close. Usually, when they get close, it's right at the beginning or right at the end. Don't exactly know why that is, but if you watch the first few seconds or the last few seconds or whatever, even the last 60 seconds or the first 60 seconds, there's usually quite a bit of activity there. I think they like to see me off and then like greet me. It's the only thing I could think of, but I think a lot of it is a comfort level. A lot of it is, I think there's a lot of things that we don't see as well that can be like somebody riding a bike or hiking or whatever, they can get right on top of me within 20 yards before I know that they're there if they're not being loud. They know everything that's going on above us, below. You know what I mean? So sometimes I think there's an unknown something that's maybe perhaps watching me or watching us or whatever. So they kind of keep a distance. Sometimes I think it's because they don't want to scare me or startle me because I startle easy. Um, there might be something, and maybe it's none of those things, and it's just what they do. I don't know, But when that camera's off, they get absolutely a lot closer. Um, I'll, one of my favorite things to do is like one of the first times I ever did it. I put bagels, and I put them at about 10 yards, and like all around me in a big circle. And I sat there and I shut my eyes and I played music and I had like a list. I played music. I played short videos from other researchers and stuff in different areas, and it was just one of my favorite experiences. And I heard a lot of things moving around me, and I could hear like sound like people walking up to me, and the bagels were uh, gone when I got up. They were gone, and that's it. That's the best I could say. Is they weren't there anymore. I wanted to peek, like sometimes I peek and like it's weird, but there's nothing there, but you can hear it and you could feel it and you could sense it, but it's not always like a physical, uh, tangible, like visually. Oh, thank you, brother. You too, my friend. Make sure you sweep the floor, take out the clay, turn out the lights, the bushwhackers. Yeah, they were cool guys. They did this thing. I remember those guys. They're wrestling royalty around here. So the town I grew up on, Long Island, Smithtown, our wrestling royalty is um, Mankind. I see him all the time. Not anymore, but when I lived there, I did. So growing up, I would, you'd rub elbows at the pizza store with, Dude Love or Mankind or whatever he was that year. Mick Foley, Sacco. And let me tell you, the funniest thing about this guy is he dresses exactly like he does in the ring, like these red sweatpants or whatever with like the tight around his ankles, beat up shoes, like a ripped beat up t-shirt. And when I tell you he lives in this huge house, like I mean, and it's not like overdoing it because he could probably do bigger if he wanted to and nicer if he wanted to, but it's a big beautiful house, down by the beach kind of, and anyway, he's a very regular ass dude. Very, very regular ass dude. Welcome. Okay. Thank you, bro. I think you're talking to me, I think. It's so quick. It's so quick that I don't even remember what I was just talking about. Yeah, that's the beauty of a brain injury, huh? Like short-term memory. Shot. I was talking about this the other day. Like my AD, I think I forget I was talking to. Obviously, I forget. But like my ADHD reminds me of that guy from Fast and the Furious. And he was like showing the guy there's stuff on the cars on the computer. Oh, the Bale story. Cool, yeah. Nah, I left out so many details. I should have told it. Like I should have told it like in full. I just kind of breezed through things because I just always assume they're not that interesting. Uh, and I shouldn't do that. I really shouldn't do that. Anyway, thank you, brother. Um, yeah, he was showing the car thing, and he's like, "Yeah, you should be at MIT or something." He's like, "Yeah, I got that ADH shit," and like, if it's not about cars, like I can't, like I can't do it. That's kind of how I am. Like, if it don't interest me, like really, really interest me and intrigue me, like I just like space out, or like I can't soak it up, right? It just kind of, that's kind of part of my training too, and then part of the way I am. Like, I kind of take what I don't need, and it just goes. Like, I take what I need, and I just like let the rest go. And it's a blessing and a curse, I guess, because I don't retain some stuff that if I think I don't need it, I get rid of it, and then, but I might need it later. But that's my downfall there. But anyway, friends, I appreciate you all for hanging out. Um, Again, your time is very valuable. So if you spent it here today, or you watch this later, and you leave a comment later, whatever, I will always try to leave a reply or whatever. But I still want to say thank you in advance. Uh, it goes a long way with me. It's not unnoticed. It's not underappreciated. I'm not perfect. I'm not, I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but for those of you who do kind of hang out here and put up with the inconsistencies, I try my best to be consistent, but um, I'll always do my best to make things work. This I've said it a few times. This month we're gonna ride out, and then next year, beginning of next year, we're gonna make a couple of changes. But I don't want to do it in the holiday season. It's just what I'm gonna do. We'll dive into that more later. Um, keep an eye out, folks. It's been a long time, so I haven't brought it up really yet. But it's been a long time since I did this, and it should be out already, but it's not. So I don't know what's going on. But about 6 months ago, I think I'd have to ask Sarah because she was there, obviously, when I did the interview and when they reached out or whatever. Um, but anyway, Paranormal Call on Camera reached out, so we should be on that show at some point. So keep an eye out for my voice and my face or whatever. It's one of the older footages. I don't know. Everybody loves it. Everybody loves that footage. I look at it now and I'm like, damn. Like I really, really wish I had a better camera back then. But we worked with what we had. We did what we had, and it is what it is. But anyway, they used it. So um, yeah. Anyway, it's got to be coming up soon. It's got to be. It's got to be. Any encounter is interesting. That's a big part of why I've been listening here. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, I know it's a little weird, I guess, like because like majority of people talk about how elusive Sasquatch is, And it's just not that I take it for granted, but it's just not the case for me personally. So it's like I don't ever want to like sound spoiled or anything, but like it's just it gets like it's almost easy for me um to have an encounter. And I don't know how I got selected for this, but it's special. It really is. And I have to remind myself of that sometimes because like it brings me back when I do stuff like that with this with you guys, like it really brings me back, you know, and I like that. I appreciate it. If will you come up to Alaska in the summer? It's the cheapest time of year, really? In the summer, it is? Oh, I'll go anywhere. It doesn't matter. I gotta travel. I gotta find time to travel as well. Got little ones, a lot of little ones. That's the biggest reason I haven't traveled anywhere yet. But eventually, LAB will be a traveling show. Yeah, and I want to dive into different areas all over the place, really put that to the test, and really see. You know, I want to fly across the country and see if that works. See if I could walk into the woods and poof, it happens again, right? Because that it's just more tests, more things. I always want to be moving forward. Like I always want to be expanding, always taking it to the next level. Because you have a lot of people that just sit around doing this, and that ain't what we're about here. Thank you, brother. Good to see you. Thank you, my friend. Good to see you as always, Scotty. Appreciate you, bro. Jimbo, thank you again, my friend. If you donated unidentified as 4, go check them out. They are awesome over there. Anthony's a legend. Ron at Cosmic Neighbors is always streaming. He's a legend. Uh, Jimbo, thank you so much, brother. You know, we talk over behind the scenes all the time. Um, if you guys were here, you know, donations aside, thank you all for being here. And I mean, I must have said it 10 times already, but time is valuable. You know, it really is. You could do anything these days in this time of our lives. You can literally go like this, ding, touch this thing in front of you, and be anywhere in the world with anybody in the world. And that's what you chose to do with your time, was sit here with us and talk with us. And that does not just go like, oh, you know, like for granted. No, hell no. Like, thank you. Thank you. It means the world to me. Oh, they definitely picked me. I just sometimes I just, you know, it's one of those like why me things, you know, like could, you know, so and so's better for, you know what I mean, but they don't make mistakes. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. And I honestly think everybody has this opportunity. I really, really do. Really, really do. It's just a matter of unlocking the proper you, the proper intent, you know, like we all have a personal, there's something personal about us that can be utilized for this greater good. Campo and Sasquatch, thank you. Appreciate you. Go check out Campo and Sasquatch. They got a great channel. I've been flaking on that, so I apologize. I mean, Hilton's from New Zealand, like that's amazing to me. From New Zealand to, you know, New York, it's like I appreciate it. And not weird wise. Johnny Happ, even you, thank you for being here. Crazy mofo. Oh, I see. I read that. I thought it was Toby that said that, but I see. All right, friends. As always, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna really sign off this time. I'm gonna stop just I really do appreciate you though. I could say it all day. But have a great night, guys, and stay safe, stay blessed. And I'll see you on the next one.